Hey everybody, welcome back to the vlog. Thank you once again for joining me for tea time. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. So today we're at the end of our stormy weather. I love this stuff. I usually drink stormy weather whenever someone is sick in the house. And of course my son is coming down with some kind of funk from school, and most likely it's gonna get me sick. This stuff just works. It just simply works. Anyways, so today we're going to be talking about the Canon EOS R. Now, we've talked about this in the past, and we said that there is going to be a Canon EOS RS that will be coming out very, very soon. Well, more credible news or evidence or report came out that it's actually called the Canon EOS R5. So that kind of makes sense. Because if you look at a 5 and you look at an S from 800 feet away, right, you're going to get it confused. And chances are those rumors from before was exactly that. Someone just saw it from far away and that 5 looks like an S. So chances are they're probably right. It is an EOS R5. Now, why is it called an R5? I want to get to that later on in this video, but today I want to just go through some of the specs, and I want to know what you think about this. Canon said that they're going to be releasing 3 brand new EOS R bodies this year, which is amazing, all right? A lot of RF lenses. They're going to be most likely releasing some high-end L glass on the EF side. There's a lot of stuff going on with Canon, which is kind of odd, right? They were kind of in a slump for quite some time. That 1DX Mark III that I talk about is a beast. That thing is nasty, right? That is an awesome, awesome machine for $6,500. Okay, it's not cheap. Anyways, not to get into that, let's get into the specs with this Canon EOS R5, all right? And I hate doing specs. I know you guys know I hate it, but we need to just go through it. I want to tell you what is currently out there as far as specs. There were some new things that were talked about, and some new specs came out, and I want to tell you what I think are credible and what I think might not be. So let's start out from the top. Now, the EOS R is 30 megapixels, 30.1, whatever the hell. Let's call it 30 megapixels. The new one's going to be 45 megapixels, 15 megapixels more. That is a lot. All right, guys, that is a lot. Now, this is where things start going south. They said that it will have IBIS, in-body image stabilization. I know all of you guys have been clamoring for it. That's all I hear is IBIS, IBIS, IBIS. Why does Canon not have IBIS in this? Are they going to put IBIS in it? What is with IBIS? Okay. Canon is one of those companies that is not, let's say, a fan of IBIS. And they've laid this out why they like in-lens image stabilization better than in-body. And it makes sense. And I can appreciate where they go with it, and they do a really good job with in-lens. But I do think they're going to have to go with IBIS now or in the near future. I think they'll probably do some kind of combination of IBIS plus IS combo, and I think that's what we're reading here, but we'll get into it in just a second. Now, their in-body image stabilization is supposed to afford us 5 stops of stabilization, which is really nice. Now, if you do add a IS lens, an image stabilized lens with this new IS, supposedly is going to give us 7 to 8 stops of correction. That is a lot of stabilization. Is that the case? I don't know. As far as IBIS, I don't know about that either. We will see. It's a possibility. All right, but some of this other stuff, I don't know. Now, supposedly the touch bar is going to be removed. Thank God. I was never a fan of that touch bar. I don't know about you guys. Just give me my little scroll wheel and get rid of the damn touch. And that's exactly what they're doing. Also, what they said is live view / movie mode, there will be a toggle button on the back. Very similar to this camera, which is the 80D or a 70D or any of those DSLRs as of late. Okay, which is really cool. I like that, being able to turn that on and off. Also, larger capacity battery. People were looking for more battery life. They're giving it to us, supposedly with the LPE6. Now, the LPE6 is the same battery that we see in a 5D Mark III, Mark IV. All of these cameras are the same battery, which is great. I think that's very, very smart. So you should be able to interchange your batteries with that 5D Mark IV with the EOS R5. Really cool. I like that. Also, as far as recording goes, this is where things also go kind of south. They're saying 8K RAW at 30 frames per second. 8K RAW at 30 frames per second. I'll get to why I think this is kind of Also 4K at 120 frames per second, built-in 5G Wi-Fi. They're going to have that, I'm sure. That makes sense. They said that it's going to be announced just ahead of CP+. That's right down the road here. CP+, if you guys don't know, is the camera and photo imaging show over in Japan. This is a very large show. So getting this camera out before that is great. Now the show itself runs from February 27th through, I think it's March 1st. So that means within the next 2 or 3 weeks, we're going to see the actual announcement of this Canon EOS R5. So where I think they just don't have this right in this spec list. Number one, if it is 45 megapixels, all right, it's going to be hard to do in-body image stabilization. It's a ton of pixels to deal with, okay? Could they do it? Yes, but they'd probably have to do some type of crazy crop or, you know, the usual Canon cripple, all right? They'd probably have to do that. Can they do it? Probably. Will they? I don't know. Now, they did say that it was going to get 12 frames per second on the mechanical side and 20 frames per second on the electronic, which I think is definitely a possibility. And I think it makes sense. I don't think that that would be a problem. Now, where the problems, I think, start is with that 8K. 8K, 30 frames per second, RAW, I don't know. You know, maybe it's 8K, 30 frames per second, RAW, clean video offloaded onto an external recorder, still with a heavy crop. I don't know. Like I said, Canon cripples, they're really, really good at it. They cripple everything, all right? So can they take a camera and stick 8K on it and then just cripple the hell out of it and just call it an 8K camera? Yes. And will they do it? Probably. Will they do it with this one? I don't think so. I don't think this is going to be that 8K beast, all right? Why? Because it's a lot of megapixels, 45 megapixels. Just look at the 1DX Mark III. That camera is doing just beast mode, all right? It's doing 4K, it's oversampled, it's bringing in 5.5. That's why they call it a 5.5K camera. And then downsampling it to 4K, which is amazing. It's doing 120 frames per second at 4K. It's capturing 8-bit, 10-bit, as well as 12-bit RAW. It's actually doing this with 20 megapixels. 20, not 45, 20. So there is always a limit. When you push something one way, you have to pull it the other way, all right? That's why we see cameras, even from Sony. The Sony camera, the S cameras that are really good for video, they're always lower megapixels. The higher megapixel cameras are usually great for photo. And that's why I see with this camera, if this is going to be a 45 megapixel camera, most likely it's going to be more in line or in tune to photo and not video. Will it be able to do video? Sure. But it just will make things harder. It'll make it harder for in-body image stabilization. It'll make it harder for the amount of data that you can actually capture, right? As you capture more data quickly, it heats up, all right? That is the bane. That's the Achilles heel of every one of these mirrorless systems that are smaller and smaller and smaller, compact and more compact. Heat distribution, all right? Heat is not the camera's friend. So I just don't think that could be the case. It just doesn't make sense. 8K, RAW, 30p, 30 frames per second. It's just not going to happen, in my personal opinion. Maybe what they're doing is taking 5K or 5.5K or whatever, like they're doing in the 1DX Mark III, and then downsampling it to 4K. That would be great, all right? Because you'll end up with a cleaner 4K image, period. That's just the way it is. Maybe that's why they're calling it the EOS R5, because of that. The other side of that is maybe they're calling it the EOS R5 because it is that replacement to the 5D, because we're seeing a lot of things. Now we're actually even seeing their battery. the Canon 5D battery in this unit. Could that be the reason? But either way, looking at it, I think it has a lot of great possibilities. I'm going to stay on top of this. I want to know what you think. Do you think that a lot of these specs are just kind of like pie in the sky that just will never come to fruition? Or do you think that some of these specs will actually stick and they will just simply do the Canon cripple on it? All right. What do you think? What do you think? I want to hear from you. And as always, in the comment area below this video, let's have this discussion. Let's talk about it. I want to know from you what you think. If you have some inside information that I don't have as of yet, please share it. If I got something wrong, let me know. There's gaffes on this channel all the time, and you call me out on it, and I appreciate each and every one of you for doing it. So anyways, guys, that's it for me for this vlog today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have, please throw me a big thumbs up. That would be absolutely stellar. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button so you can get all my content when it comes out, and click the bell icon so when it is available, you will be notified of it. And finally, head over to my website, JCristina.com, where you can find all the photography tools that I've invented for you and me over the years, and hopefully there's something there that you might like. And if there is, please pick it up and support me. That would be awesome. And don't forget, pick up my ebook over at JCristina.com/ebook. It's awesome. 10 quick tips at making sharper images, great for amateurs as well as pros. Also, head over to community.jcristina.com. Once again, community.jcristina.com. Join our creative Discord. All right. I put this thing together for you and me. It's awesome. There is hundreds of photographers all over the world that frequent this Discord and share their information. All right. It's a great place to just hang out, chat with fellow creatives, photographers, videographers, and just be able to communicate back and forth, share your ideas, share your information, answer questions. It is really awesome. Once again, community.jcristina.com. And if you made it all the way to the end of this video, subscribed, please go over to jcristina.com and use my promo code YT20 at checkout. That gives you 20% off everything that's in your shopping cart, right? Little something from me to you for sticking with me through this video. Once again, YT20 at checkout, jcristina.com. That's it, guys. I'm out of here for this vlog. We'll see you in the next one. Many blessings to each and every one of you. Take care.